Welcome back, everybody. LevelMDiecast getting back on schedule. As you guys can see in the background here, it's a little different. It's a little different than what you're normal to see. But we've been doing a lot of work on room 164, so the background is going to be ever changing. You guys are not here for that, though. You guys are here for a Diecast haul. As a matter of fact, you are here for Diecast haul episode 6. And yes, we're going to crack some supers amongst other stuff. So we're just going to go ahead and kick it off with some Hot Wheels, because that's just the way to do it here. This is the first thing we're going to take a look at here. A couple of Porsche 911 GT3s. I did not have this version. I also did not have the wheel variation. 3 spokes and the PR5s with the black spoiler. Older casting from Hot Wheels. Picked these guys up in a trade. There are your mods. PR5s look way better than the ugly 3-spoke. 3-spoke looks terrible, but they're the same deco. One thing I didn't particularly like about this casting is the wing kind of droops. It's kind of a common problem with it. Unfortunately, just kind of a pain in the butt. There is the Dietz on the bottom. Old school. Kind of throw those guys out there in the distance a little bit. I got another one. This one is a variation I didn't have. This is with the yellow spoiler. I have black spoiler, but not the yellow one. So couldn't tell you which one's more rare, but I can tell you that haven't come across the yellow one until recently. So definitely have it now, which is pretty nice. I do like the lace wheels. Look pretty good on this particular model. Of course, it's silver. Love the silver. Does have a roll cage and stuff in there. Very, very interesting interior. That black you see in there is actually the base. So there's only like technically half of an interior, I guess you can say. But it's still a pretty decent casting. It's a little small, but not too bad. They're the same between those guys. Here's a relatively rare piece. This is the Saline S7. This is with the tire print lettering variation. Picked this up in a trade as well. This is going to go in the race car display. This card is like mint. Absolutely mint. Not anymore. This is fantastic. I didn't even know Hot Wheels did the racing version of the Saline. And this one looks even better with the tire print. Looks really, really good. It is plastic spoiler. It's kind of how they did it back in the day. It would be metal if it was current day. There is the Dietz B46. Very, very old compared to what we're looking at nowadays. Got one older blue card. This is the Blazer 4x4. This is the black hub variation. I did not have this one. It does have a cracked blister right there, which is perfectly fine because we're going to crack the whole blister. Pull this guy out. This is a very old school casting. Dates back to the Blackwall era. It does have opening doors, which is pretty nice. It is a all metal casting, metal base, metal body. Malaysia. Looks pretty good. You know, just the black hub version. I have this guy with the chrome hubs, but this one with the black hubs. Got your Chevrolet embossed in the back. See, S10 Blazer, which is pretty cool. It's all 4x4 style. I got more Hot Wheels. Let's do something that's not regular. Did pick up one of these on the secondary market. The Volkswagen Drag Bus from the previous Boulevard release. Just wanted one of these. I'm not going to collect drag buses, but I just wanted this one. I think this one looks pretty good with the black 5-spoke wheels and the black and white on the print. It says, what does it say? Let's get salty. Okay. Looks pretty good, though. Of course, you know, all metal casting. It's a heavyweight. Heavy guy. We'll put him on the edge. Another Hot Wheels Premium. A little bit harder casting to find. This is Cargo Couriers. This is the first release of the Honda Odyssey. We've seen this guy in the Street Fighter series and also in the basic range. but this was the best it ever looked. The Bisimoto version does say Bisimoto all over the back window, which looks pretty cool. Honda Odyssey. It does have the cargo roof on the top, but it's part of the window, so interesting. There is some deets on the windshield banner. It's pretty good. I like the those Ferrari style 5 spokes look pretty good. Pretty simple, front and rear tampos on this guy. So a pretty nice casting though. It's different. 2014 Honda Odyssey US spec, it says. Not this particular one, obviously. This one's all super decked out, but that's modified from a real Odyssey though, in case you guys were curious. Very real Odyssey. Now, this is a relatively rare new version of this Range Rover Classic. This is the GameStop exclusive white one. Ridiculously impossibly hard to find. Just ridiculous. It's just super, super hard. I don't even know why GameStop does this kind of stuff. I mean, you can't find cars in GameStop in the stores. You can buy them online, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I needed this guy. Now I have all the versions. This one is the best by far. Looking very, very good. Your taillight print, Range Rover Classic. Red interior to give it that red brake. Print on the hood as well. So this one is very, very nice. The GameStop exclusive color, which is pretty sweet. Put him in the back. Whoa, dropping stuff everywhere. I got one single... Actually, I got way more Hot Wheels. But check this out. I picked up my very first steering rig, and I am super stoked. First steering rig ever found in the wild, and it is complete. Truck, trailer, and the steering wheel on it. These things are super cool. And it's actually in very, very good shape. Yes, it's chipped up a little bit, but it's not all yellowed or anything. Plus, it has the steer. Trailer comes off just like that. Boom, chakalaka. But this guy just looks super, super cool. Just super happy with that. Just such a sweet piece. Sweet. Just happy to have that piece, which is pretty sweet. All right, moving on to other Hot Wheels stuff because, I have Hot Wheels. We're going to crack some supers. This is going to be the first super that we go and crack. We go and crack the Dodge van here. Sorry, it had zone out. So this is, it even still has the receipt in it. I got this in a trade from a buddy of mine and told him that it's definitely going to get cracked at some point, and it's definitely going to get cracked on the channel. So what better time to do it now than pull it right out of the blister. Protecto first, then pull it out the blister. Throw the Protecto to the side. We're going to keep that. This was pulled directly from a fresh case when it was pulled at the store. So that card is super minty, but that's cool. So we crack all the things here. There's your super logo. Throw the card out because we don't need the card. This is the super. So stoked. Pretty much the only super I wanted this whole year. And this one looks super good. Super chrome purple. And then those little, chrome 4 spokes looks pretty good. No tampo on the back, but the rest of it looks really, really good. Super chrome interior. Looks really good, actually. Actually like this one a lot. It's pretty sweet. I like being able to crack supers. You put that next to the premium and it still doesn't feel that great because it just doesn't. You know what I mean? I got one more super. Yes, we are cracking 2 soups today. This is the regular, and I didn't have the regular of this either, so we're just going to go ahead and crack this one. You guys already know this is the soup we're about to crack. This is the Viper in yellow with black. This mainline version looks actually really, really good. I actually didn't have this one. I have pretty much every single one, but for some reason I didn't have this one. Probably really wasn't paying attention to Hot Wheels at this point in time, but definitely doing it now. There is your soup. Yep, it is a factory sealed soup as well. But you know what? It doesn't even matter. Pull the blister or the protecto off. Throw it to the side. Soup, there he is. There's your logo down there. This one looks fantastic. Way better than the main line. Nice, dark, very good card. Super good condition. 2017 factory sealed set. Boom. Cracked. There is your super treasure hunt logo. Throw that away. Love it with these GT wheels. Looks super good. This, chrome kind of goldish yellow looks super good. I wouldn't call this Spectra Flame like most supers. Like that van I would call a Spectra Flame, but this guy, just a really nice paint job. Definitely not Spectra Flame. Not any additional tampos from the main line, but does get the front tampo treatment. Looks very good. Very sinister. Of course, just plastic base, but very nice. There's the change up right there. Speaking of change up, check this out. Got this piece here. Department 187. This is the International School Bus. Just something cool, something weird came across. Just something odd. You guys know I like weird, odd stuff. And I like trucks and stuff like that. So we'll just pull this out. This is more so for, train layout type of stuff. This is not necessarily like a, diecast collectible. This is diecast though. A lot of these are plastic, but this one is diecast. Looks very good. Even has a little crossbar. I didn't even think that would fold out, but it does to keep kids from getting too close to the bus, so that when they cross, the bus doesn't accidentally get them. Of course, the normal stop sign does pop out, which is very nice. Does say stop. Looks pretty good. Kind of difficult to get that on the camera. It's actually supposed to fold the other way. But for some reason, they have it fold that way, which is just weird. Does have side rear mirrors and stuff like that. Looks pretty good from this side. Just blank here. There's no school deco or anything on it. Not meant to do that. Meant to be just factory. Very nice detail though. It's very high quality. Rubber tires and all that good stuff like that. Looks really good. Boley made in China, because of course it is. Nice deets on the back as well. It's pretty cool. It's different. It's different. It's sizable, but it's not too sizable. Interesting sizable. Something that is kind of sizable is this. Picked up this Real Toy, three vehicle set, well, 4 vehicle set, with like the world's largest dump truck, compared to your excavator, your bulldozer, and your front end loader. I just really like Real Toy, and came across this set from a buddy of mine. So I picked this up. I have a couple of these style sets. One of them is police with a giant tow truck, just a huge tow truck, like big enough to tow this guy, but like overkill for everything else. But this one looks pretty good. So just always happy to add more Real Toy to the mix. All right, we got Matchbox, guys. Don't you worry. We got some Matchbox. We're going to kick off. We're going to do some Ultra Heroes. If you guys follow my Instagram feed, you guys already know I picked these up. Talked a little bit about these. 2004 was an absolute disaster for Matchbox in general. It pretty much almost killed the brand. Very close to killing the brand. This kind of crap right here did not sell. Mattel did not realize the enormous fan base that Matchbox had when this stuff came out. We were just not going to deal with it. We were just not going to do it. So the 2004 line was, production was cut short, and then they had to rush the 2005 line to the stores, and they even had problems with some stores canceling the line because they were not selling. They were just sitting on the pegs. It was a very dark time. Very dark time. But the funny thing is these models are now quite expensive to get overall. These ones that we're about to look at, these are the more common ones. There are some that were very limited production right towards the end, and some of them that were very, very, very hard to find. Some that came in a 20-pack and some other stuff, so they were very, very difficult. And you can see how crappy these are. I mean, it's a fire truck with a fireman's helmet on the top, and the world's largest reel of hose. It's just ridiculous. They're just ridiculous. This one's even more ridiculous. This is a walkie-talkie, which is called the Squawky Talkie. These were just terrible. I mean, these are really, really, really bad models. But like I said, these are very difficult to find nowadays. I've been kind of turning the turbo boosters on, trying to complete these and get all I can. So this one's interesting. They're not good castings though. I mean, they're not. They're junk. They're junk. This one as well, Junior Bumper, is basically a giant bumper car. You know, like if you go to the theme park and you get on you go play bumper cars. He is a bumper car. It's supposed to be him. He's got a hat on. So there's the little antenna that would, go up to the ceiling and you'd get electricity from it. Just, oh man, they were just terrible. They were just terrible. And of course, those ugly flower wheels. This is the last one, Rumble Dozer. Basically supposed to be some type of like bull that is a bulldozer. Quite literal to the term. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't move down. It doesn't do anything like that. Super chrome on the tracks here. Just, oh man, just terrible. A little bit of a design on the back here. The actual bull. This looks terrible. They're absolutely terrible. All right, the last one I got, this one is a Lucy. This one is very nice. Now, this guy's a bit dirty. Just needs to be cleaned up a bit. But this is the Australian issue of the Vauxhall Frontera. You can see right there. This is not the Isuzu Rodeo. It was the Isuzu Rodeo in the U.S., but we never got the silver red interior. That is for Australia. Very, very shocking to find this guy loose. Looks very, very good. Super, super stoked with this. This guy's in great shape too. You can totally tell it's totally an Isuzu Rodeo. And then this one's right-hand drive. I think they were all right-hand drive though. Even the Rodeos that were in the U.S. And then of course the top piece looks very, very good. So pretty happy with that. That's a pretty cool piece. Pretty nice pickup. All right, now we got some ultra premium stuff. Now this stuff is going to make its way into its own video. We have been trying, well, I have been trying here at LevelM to really push the MiniGT completion level up. And some of these models are ungodly expensive, just insanely expensive. Some of the earliest runs and stuff like that. Now, I was fortunate enough to pick these up. Now, there is 4 cars to the set. The 4th car is the Porsche Taycan, which I already had because it's Porsche, of course. But I ended up getting the rest of the set. I actually never even cracked open the Taycan. So I am going to do a separate video for this Shell 4-car set. This was in conjunction with Tiny, as you can see right there on the side. Tiny HK. So these were Hong Kong exclusives. Very, very difficult to get these in the U.S. Very expensive to get these shipped in. I was fortunate enough to get these to complete my set. And so we're going to crack these open at some point in time. As you can see, these are all numbered. So if you want all the MiniGT models, you have to get even the most ridiculously expensive ones, like what we're looking at right here. Now, those are not the only expensive ones I got. I also picked up this one. So this was I believe that this was a charitable model for MiniGT, and it's Give is what the charitable thing was called, I believe. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but This was from 2021. This is number 310. This is the R32 GTR. You can see that is a very expensive car. Very, very expensive car. I have been eyeballing this for a bazillions of years and finally pulled the trigger. So I am going to do something separate for this as well. So we're not going to crack this open. But the car is white and blue. But don't you guys worry. It will come to the channel, I assure you. We're just going to, make that a little bit more of a special edition. Now, I got even more MiniGT special editions. So I have the Sinopec 4-car set. This was available for purchase in Hong Kong with a fuel purchase. These are exclusive, so they are all numbered 202, 219, 232, and 205. This is a completely different version. That is different than the standard camo version, and I'm pretty sure that these two are different from the standard versions as well. But we're going to take a look at those when I crack these open. Currently, all the MiniGT is packed up. So I won't be able to do that video quite yet, but I am going to showcase these to you guys. And they are going to be cracked open. Don't you worry. I am going to crack these open. It's going to be one of the most expensive crack opens I've done. All of these MiniGTs were way into triple digits. I mean, way into triple digits. One of the most expensive, probably the most expensive MiniGT haul I've ever done to date. So it's a big deal. It's a huge deal. So I'm going to kind of throw those guys out there. We're going to let those take center stage. So there you go. That is the current haul. That is Diecast episode number 6. Move that up just a little bit. You see some overview a little bit. I know there's a lot of boxes in the front. Just kind of ugly looking, right? Put the boxes in the back. That way it doesn't look as bad. Looks a little bit more presentable. When YouTube decides to pick a pick a thumbnail for me, and it's like, hey, here you go. This is your thumbnail, which is just your hand while you were picking something up. It's like, oh, gee, thanks, YouTube. Appreciate that. Pretty awesome. So there you go. That is the current haul, episode 6. Move that up a little bit. Making ridiculous progress on Room 164 as well. So we're going to get back to this. I am going to be bringing some other videos in rapid succession, getting this stuff knocked out. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being patient with me through this process. And I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out all the information and all the updates coming up. And I appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you very much. LevelMDiecast. Peace.